where inevitably one of my players will try to seduce an NPC. Oh, okay, so we're weird. Great. It's imperative that your voice and your choice are the tools of our story, so we're going to demonstrate now. When we say ale, you respond with and well met. Get ready. Ale! And well met! Ale! And well met! Ale! And well met!
Hey, how you doing there? And how you looking feeling as I
Had 3 chances to get that right, and you still mucked it up. All right. Ale! Chaos is a state of uncertainty, the inherent unpredictability in the behavior of a complex natural system. Chaos is the natural law. Order is the desire of man. These two forces, though seen as diametrically opposed, cannot exist without the other, forever reaching out to embrace, but destined to remain apart. And it is here in that space where free will manifests, genuine choice, where we pick up the pen and become the author of our own story. But how will we rise to face the challenges that impede our path? Will we be seen as a hero or a villain? Will our legend be regaled as a story of triumph or seen as a cautionary tale? It's time to find out at the 20-sided Tavern! Introduce you to our friend Bill. Go say hi to Joshua.
Hello, Joshua. Well, hope you're prepared, because on this tray I have some fine ambrosia. Ooh. It's apple juice, right? Oh. I also have some dastardly poison. Wow. Legally, I have to tell you it's pickle juice. It's not. It's poison.
Now, Joshua, here in a minute, I'm going to have you do a perception check to see if you can tell which liquid is in which cups. The DC, or the difficulty class on this check, is going to be a 10.
However, Joshua, last time that this module was run, our adventurers, our audience, did a pretty good job on their quest, so you're going to have a bit of a modifier. You'll be adding +1 to whatever you roll. That's right, how you all do tonight will affect the next show, so no pressure.
So just to clarify, if you roll a 10 or higher, you succeed. If you roll a 9 or lower, it was really nice knowing you, and it was nice of you to come up here.
But we can't see what Joshua is rolling on these teeny tiny little baby guys, so it's time to prove once and for all that size does matter by bringing out the decider! Alright, my darling, you're gonna give it a roll. Give it a spin like a bowling ball towards me, alright?
Come on, Joshua!
Oh no.
Everyone, my name is Stomp, and I'll be your dungeon master! You can have your dungeon submissive, but look, you can change! What good is a dungeon master without a rules lawyer at their side to keep them in line? So I would like for you to go berserk, make a lot of noise for my dear friend, rules lawyer, and our tavern keeper, Cass!
Fun fact for all of you friends, Stomp and I had our debut here almost a year ago today. I was in purple, he was in black, and we were dreaming about the day that we might switch, and I can't believe it's finally coming.
You did it! What is?
It's Friday! It's Freaky Friday!
It is, and I will be playing the role of Jamie Lee Curtis.
It's from the grandpa.
And now I get to ask you for the first time. Are you ready to run this game?
Oh, you know it, baby. I am so excited. I might get a little emotional, so let's try and kill everybody.
All right, let's meet our players now, starting with Diego! Eve calls out to the wizard by name, and that name is...
Lilith!
What?
Lilith!
Okay. Now, everyone's clapping because people know my resume. The problem with Lilith is I just cashed in that voice a second ago with Lilith. So, I hear you. Now I'm starting to get what I like to call nonsense. All right. Sarah, you chuckle. What do you want?
Oh, God.
God? Done. I love it. Boy, 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 from the mouths of babes. God! Oh, shit! That's it! God, it's me, Genevieve! Two equally powerful NPCs in this campaign. Boy, boy, boy. Somewhat distracted, God I just set my baby down the river in a basket. I can't believe it. I've helped create something so... It is clear that God is distraught. Bye-bye. Now, heroes, you're going to have to attempt to calm this wizard down. What are some ways that you can help alleviate his stress, calm the situation?
I can show him that it's either your way or the highway.
I could show God my 7 deadly sins.
Your 7 deadly sins.
Excuse me, I just need a moment. I really like him so much. I could snuggle with him.
Okay, or snuggle with him.
Third Testament, yes.
Alright, so we have Yahweh on the highway, 7 deadly sins, or snuggle with him. Which path are we going to take? As always, it is your choice.
It's gonna be...
I don't like that you had to breathe.
This is gonna be a religion check.
Hey, that actually makes sense. You seem concerned for my well-being.
I think we're all gonna go to hell after the show, no matter what happens.
It'll be the best group of people to be there.
He did anyway, so that's fine.
Alright, so Cass, this is going to be a religion check.
Yes, if you don't mind, I would love to keep our spellcasters involved.
I would love the congregation to help. Thank you.
Alright, so spellcasters, get those devices out. In a moment, a button is going to appear on your device. You're going to tap that button as many times as you can, and the goal is for all of your collective taps to get the bar above, sorry, let me set that up. Get the bar above that line up there. If you are successful, we are going to boost Will's roll by 5, and if we don't make it, we're going to subtract 3. So, on your marks, get set, go!
Christ almighty, goodness!
Alright, so Will, you're going to be making that religion check for us. You're going to add 5 plus whatever your modifier
My
is.
modifier is a +4, so this is a +9.
Excellent.
Okay, here we go. That's going to be a 16 plus 9 for a 25.
My God.
Hey, alright, babe, show me what a 25 on showing me your deadly sins looks like. Oh God, the Gregorian chants of Spider-Man.
Almighty Lord, I must confess.
When was your last confession, my son?
About 1,000 years ago, I had skin back then.
Oh, so it's been some. Let me get out the big notebook.
Dear Lord,
Yes,
I am prideful in my immortality.
very good.
I have been wrathful against my enemies.
I understand.
And dear God,
Please.
will I ever feel the sin of lust?
Oh, you know what? I think we can stop at the 3.
I have 4 more if you want.
Oh, no, I know you do, but I'm not braced to take the other 4 right now. So, I think this has been an overwhelming success. And now we will sing our collection song number 492 on Eagle's Wings. I think what happens in that moment is the wizard god, a creator of many things, who has done much to bring things into this world, perhaps knows individuals who have reanimated you and done that creation, has never felt someone care and really see them in that way, bringing them back down this plane, letting them know that there are still creatures on this planet, on this plane, that deserve their full attention, and they cannot tackle this being distracted. So again, this has been an amazing success. The wizard god looks at all of you and goes, "Oh, my heavens, I found it. My disciple, my heroes. I am thrilled that you are here. Please, come visit me in my home in the North Ward. North as in the degree, not straight up. Don't die. Don't sign me down. I'm not up. I'm not cracked. That's more like a north. Just straight through town. Yeah.
Sunsets, yes.
No.
In Faerun, it does.
Thank you for knowing that. I have made many a thing. Can't pay attention all the time. It all happened in 7 days. Got a little wonky. All right, I will meet you there and we'll go further. But be safe, heroes. I will see you in a moment. And then in a burst of holy divinity, the wizard god disappears.
This is it! This is the... Sleeping under a bridge here in Waterdeep. Now I'm here in the greatest alley in the world with you fine people.
Would you like to sleep in the back of someone else's car later?
Maybe that's the only way I get down. And then I etch my sending stone number into your chest. And then I do like a very crude little drawing of like a stick figure with a beak and some wings.
Hey!
Holding a really big sword, and it's smiling.
And for how much damage?
16.
Woo! And the last one looks up at you and just goes, I'll live for that cup.
Damn, nothing left for me to do but get married and live a rich, fulfilling life.
With 2 down and little damage gone, this combat has been a success! Alright, attorney from this hard, you all do flee the scene, your heroism... Okay, you must understand, Elizabetha was not evil. We worked together for many, many years, 7 to be exact, and eventually found ourselves meddling in magic we could not control. They became obsessed, driven insatiable by a desire for more power. This obsession caused part of the weave itself to become trapped within Elizabetha's body. They began exuding a strange haze. This grew and became a deadly and uncontainable miasma, distilled chaos that caused unparalleled destruction, and we call it the Havoc.
Oh, goodness.
I tried to fix it, but I could not. A council known as the Watchful Order took note of my failures and separated us, chiding me for allowing our study to take us down this dark path. They imprisoned Elizabetha in a carefully hidden tomb, put a big boulder in front, 3 women guarded it. One time. They sing a song about it, you can roll away. She lies there, unchanging, unmoving, and inert. I've spent a lifetime trying to forget this ordeal, but something has gone wrong. The binding is failing, and the pockets of this havoc have seeped into Waterdeep, warping and corrupting everything it touches. This nightmare cannot fall upon Waterdeep again. I must set things right before the Sword Coast know our entire reality. The heavens are destroyed. Any questions?
What kind of book of revelations is this?
The bad one. Very bad. Ooh.
It's quite terrifying. But to go on this holy crusade...
Excuse me!
Man, go ahead! It's Alistair from seminary school!
Oh my God, Alice! Oh, it's so good to see you
Oh my
again.
goodness! I didn't see you after prom! What happened?
I dropped out.
You were one of the most promising disciples at the school.
It just became a lot for me to bear. I wasn't ready for all of it. It just felt too heavy.
Well, it seems like you landed pretty well on your feet, working at a Temple of God.
Well, I found that my life was lacking purpose when I left school, so I thought I'd come back in a small way, baby steps.
Faith doesn't mean believing all the time. It means coming back to it in your time of need.
You're always the most understanding one, Alistair. Oh God, it's so good to see you again.
Speak of the devil himself.
Oh God, he's here too!
Speaking of God,
Oh!
he himself has assigned us with a very noble crusade to find magical items and stop the end of the world that is imminent.
Oh, the sound from God shouldn't be any trouble for you, right, Judas?
Well, I wasn't ready. Well, I did cheat on one of his math tests.
Wait, I thought I recognized him. God was the math teacher back at the seminary school.
It's intertwined. What, you look so confused by that?
Yeah, no, I am.
Of all the religious texts we could have thrown at you, that's a straight line. Oh, that's cut and dry.
Everyone knows God is good at long division.
Yes.
See, I don't buy it. This is why I think it's
No, he's just always showing his work. You may not always understand the solution, but he's always showing his work.
And the places where you don't see any work written out, those are the math problems
He
solved.
was a bit of a bastard when he put the letters and numbers together, but that's how the humor is. But Alistair, I would love to help you. I have been busy packing away most of our items, though, in these crates. They're all set up, though, by a riddle lock, and I was not given the information.
Damn contractors!
Like them. But I think we can solve this. So the crates are locked. They are locked with a riddle lock, and it's a common form of magical security, and surely one of your seasoned minds can solve it, but to do so, we're going to have you all, our adventurers, enter the correct answer into your device. Genevieve! And who is right here? Rose, lovely. Oh my God, that's Titanic. I'm doing so good. You're doing so good. And Pamela, and your name? Evelyn. All right, give it up for Genevieve, Rose, and Evelyn. Rose, and then back to Genevieve. You're gonna go up, pull a block, and then give it back to the person who brought you up on stage.
Yes, no pulling from the top, no putting them back on top. You're going to have 45 seconds for this challenge, and I'm gonna need to see you pull 8 blocks in order for this to be a success.
All right, you are gonna notice that each block is labeled either red, blue, or green. These are to go with our cohorts. At the end of the game, the cohort with the most blocks pulled will get a pocket advantage, but this only happens if we are successful. You 3 do not need to worry about that. Your job, pull in blocks, make sure the tower doesn't fall. But Cass,
Yes, may
I
I
put an
interject?
animated armor in the room.
Can we make it a little harder?
Please.
Can I introduce them to our patented uh-oh hands?
Stunning! All right! You will be with these on my adventures. As soon as we are ready, Genevieve, we will start with you. Cass, 45 seconds on the clock.
Yes.
On your mark.
Get set, go!
All right, spin it on 20 seconds Tavern. Yes, I love that precision. Well done. Back to Diego. Double ending play. All right. Nice. Oh, come on, Rose. Genevieve, make some noise. Come on. There it is. All right, Genevieve. Well done.
10 seconds.
You're all right, Vince. You got it. Try to remind that. Give it up one more time for Genevieve. I love you so much. That's my drag daughter, by the by. All right, Cass, how did you, Vince? I don't think I'm alone, and I don't think I take the burden on by myself. I help alleviate the burdens of everyone. And boy, that got complicated at the end of that sentence. But what I mean by that is you're not putting anything on me that I'm not asking to take on. I'm there to second support you, to alleviate you.
And through that, I could potentially be, I don't know, like a vessel for your work.
I mean, cats have been worshipped for years. You have the power to see beyond the veil. You have much more strength inside of you than others could possibly realize.
Well, yes, I do. And you know what? I think that you are a treasure just as good as Michael is. I really like you, G.O.D.
I really like you, Katya.
The path ahead looks clear. It's safe to come down now.
Oh no, actually that's the thing. The further we get into this, it's going to get really unfortunate.
What do you mean?
Well, the closer we get to the heart of the havoc, the more chaotic the forces will be. And to demonstrate this, Cass has concocted the chaos chart.
What?
At various moments throughout the rest of the quest, a D100 is going to be rolled, and an effect will activate, much like a wild magic table.
And this is going to be the first of those moments to see what happens. So, let me give you a number here. No, it's pretty. Cass, what can you do with a 31?
With a 31,
I'm gonna get that one.
yeah, that's game over, man. Stomp, will you roll a D4 for me?
Okay.
That doesn't sound good.
That is a 3.
A 3 is going to work, Trickster.
What
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go back to the scene we just had. Katya, come back to me. Previously on the last 3 minutes ago. And I love you, Katya.
This path ahead is safe. We can go down now.
And in this moment, Katya dies. I love this energy so much. I do need to remind you, rerolls only apply to D20 rolls. That was a D100, but I love that energy. Keep going.
God, breathe life back into her, please.
You can, Matt. You're all powerful.
I see Bird's saying my name with a capital G, but I've kind of been always more of a lowercase G kind of.
I'm sorry. You put us into this mess, We've been worshipping you as divine, and you're telling me you cannot literally enact a resurrection?
Well, it's not just a party trick, that's more of a water to wine thing. It's
Hold on. I'm gonna insert myself here. We will say, Katya, your body may have given up on you, but your spirit clings to this mortal plane. You have unfinished business. So you can still, move forward throughout the quest. You're just gonna be playing with ghost rules.
Yes.
Rolling with disadvantage on literally everything.
We have to leave her body here for now. We'll give her a proper burial later. I'll roll this rock in front of this small cave.
Oh! I know this one.
The seventh seal was broken. A pale horse lies out before you. I may have died once, but I went short. And it comes to you. My horse has marked you to the abyss. You take 20 points of apocalyptic.
Wait a minute. No. You're both still on top of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna try to buck you both right now. That final round, I'm just gonna try to just yeet the both of you off of me and just use
A divine yeet.
A divine yeet, indeed. This is gonna be a strength-based attack. All right, I have got a +7 to strength.
Yes, you do.
However, it's not. I'm gonna say it's disadvantage. I don't have legs, and I have 2 individuals on top of me.
But also, technically, they're within melee, which might have given you advantage. So I would propose it's a flat roll.
Okay. However, here's what I'm going to do. You are an 11. You are a 19.
Well, it's not Alistair, it's a horse.
I know it's not, but a horse would still be very heavy.
Okay.
Add those numbers together. The number I'm looking to beat is a 15.
Okay.
Divide that by 2. There you go. Okay. Oh, that's cocked. Oh, damn it, I moved my damage dice. That was cocked. And it's going to be a... That is a natural 20.
Oh my god.
No, it's not my third round, it's my first.
Alright.
So, real quick, this just goes out to everyone who came out tonight to support me in making my DM debut. And I'm gonna take this bit real quickly. So, horse and skeleton still atop death. This centipede is just gonna body roll and just send a wave bucking. Sending you both flying across the chamber. You are each going to be taking, you don't have legs, so there wasn't a lot of leverage, so it's not an impressive roll.
But it's doubled because you did crit.
It's going to be 10 points then. Now, recognizing it's not actually Alistair, it was just Dustin. However, what I will say is even though that was a final hit, this horse had been put through its paces. There had been a lot of faith in this battle. It is left very mangled, and more damage was done to it than it did to you. This combat has been a success. Overwhelmed by your prowess and your divinity, the horse falls.
And as the energy of the demon dissipates, so do any lingering effects of the chaos chart, which means Katya, you're back.
She is risen!
That is proof in the fulfillment of the scriptures.
And on the third turn in combat, she rose again. Oh, and I would really love to take credit for that, but that wasn't me, and I'm not about taking credit for things that don't belong to me. All right, my heroes, that was wonderful, but our work is not yet through. You have gathered your items, and the ritual must be completed within the source of the havoc itself, the sarcophagus. God removes the tomb lid of the sarcophagus, and a plume of corrupted magic bursts. I know, pretty cool. Bursts to life. May your memory be true, for any misplaced items will prove disastrous. My life will serve as a conduit for the ritual and be bolstered by good items and will suffer from weak ones. And God takes a minute to look at his dear friend Elizabetha. Oh, Elizabeth, Bertha, Birdie, we were always close. May they always remember you. I will write of you often and use the name Mary Magdalene. And with a sweet kiss to his former love, God slices open his hand and the magic of the ritual bursts to life. Heroes, this is your final challenge. Will your items be enough to complete the ritual? We are going to find out now. Can you even recall their order? Which of the original artifacts was used first in the initial binding? It's your choice.
I'm glad you're back.
I'm too.
I missed you something terrible.
I was just my brain.
What items you have to invoke the power of the Ring of Giant Strength?
I have the earring of huge musculature, and I use it to bind the havoc.
Your first item is correct and your companion's essence is spared. Which of the original items would have come next?
We have it right. I think it's this one.
The flint.
What item will you invoke to power the Speed Flint?
I have the spinning flower of time dilation, and I use it to bind the havoc.
You have correctly identified this item and God's health has maintained. Further still to go. What item would have come next?
What did you see on the other side?
The helm.
What item do you have to invoke the power of the unyielding helm?
Oh, yes. I have the glowing peg leg of utility, and I use it to bind the havoc.
The item is powerful and correctly timed. Halfway there, disciples. What item was supposed to go next?
We're halfway there. Only 3 more commandments to go.
Spectacles.
What item do you have to invoke the power of the spectacles of planes viewing?
I have the multifocals of enhanced vision, and as commanded, I will use it to bind the havoc.
Angelic choirs ring out throughout the chamber. You can sense the shift in the room. This was a correct item, but what item would have come next?
This one, I think, right? This is the commandments from Torah.
The tomes.
What will invoke the power of the Tome of the Sage?
I have the tarot deck of Tiamat, and I use it to bind the havoc.
You find success here, and the magic of the ritual brightens, but stay the course. Which item would have gone last?
Last
All
one.
right.
All right.
The coin.
What item will invoke the power of the coin of incidental luck?
I have the free drink token, and I use it to bind the havoc.
This item is correct, and God breathes a sigh of relief. The ritual is complete. Your surroundings seem to glow as the magic around you swells. Chaos and order battle for power as ancient energies swirl in thrilling contests. The weave itself is about to crash in on you as the air grows brighter and your surroundings grow more unstable. There is one final flash of noise and light and wildness, and then silence. A day of rest. And this is where our story comes to an end. Though to truly understand our ending, we must embrace and understand the world it has created. The magic of this binding is so perfect, it is so powerful, that not only does it banish this evil, but it repairs some of the wickedness that perpetually infects settings like Faerun. The havoc retreats banished from its plane, and the tomb instead emanates a healing and restorative peace. For a time, the inhabitants of the Sword Coast live well as this peaceful influence flows out of Waterdeep and into the world at large. Bigotry is banished, fear and hatred abate, everything for a moment, for a brief, beautiful moment, is as good in reality as it is in our most optimistic imaginings. And what, after all of this, came of our incredible, valiant heroes?
Alistair took to the page and wrote down the legacy of their adventure, spreading it far and wide and making it available at most hotels. But it was not enough to just write down the word. He had to go out into the world and preach it, be an example that God would be proud of. So he created a community space where everyone could come together, find communion, and really enjoy free meals. If you want to feel someplace like your family, come to the Olive Garden of Eating.
Dustin took the words of the Grim Reaper to heart and used his pride and his power to set forth across the Sword Coast, riding his pale horse, seeking out those who still practiced hate and intolerance. Dustin wreathed himself in holy flame and stared down any of those who would still fight with oppression. He is now known as Ghost Rider.
Well,
important and something or someone to believe in, but really, it's all about the God in all of us, isn't it? That part of us that wants to take care of people and help people and protect the ones we love. And so, she goes back to Waterdeep, and she takes all of the gold that she's stolen, and she decides to create a special home for wayward cats. And instead of naming it after herself, she names it after her mother, her middle name, Mary Adonna.
And what about you? All of our little Blastines. What adventure will you go on next? One where you vanquish evil and battle your own chaotic forces. One where you right the world's wrongs and protect those who come after you. This journey is over, but the tale of your own life continues. However you choose to tell it, and I hope you can take one thing from tonight's quest, it is this. Tomorrow's story is still unwritten, and you are its truest author.
And how will tomorrow's adventurers fare when they set foot in the land of your creation? Will they triumph in combat? Will they literally reinvent Christianity?
But more fun! Will they gain new allies or acquire harsh enemies?
Will the world that its peoples be saved by your successes or will your failures usher them onto a path of everlasting chaos?
Well, that, of course, is a story for another day.